Hello everyone, welcome back to Simple English Hub, where we make English learning easy and enjoyable. Today, I want to talk about something very important: how to learn English effectively. Many people struggle with learning English. They try to memorize grammar rules, study for years, and still feel like they are not improving. Maybe you have studied English in school, but still can't speak fluently. Maybe you can understand English but find it difficult to express yourself. Or maybe you feel nervous and shy when trying to talk in English. If this sounds like you, don't worry, you are not alone, and you can learn English successfully. In today's lesson, I will guide you step by step on how to learn English, using real-life examples, effective methods, and powerful tips. Stay with me until the end because I will also share an inspiring story of a learner who struggled for years but finally became fluent. This lesson is going to change the way you learn English forever. Before we start, let's talk about one of the biggest reasons why English learners struggle. They study English the wrong way. Many people believe that learning English is about memorizing grammar rules, reading textbooks, and practicing vocabulary lists. They spend years in classrooms, writing exercises, filling in blanks, and studying complex grammar structures. But despite all this effort, they still find it difficult to speak fluently, understand native speakers, or express themselves confidently. But here's the truth: English is not just a subject, it's a skill. And like any skill, it cannot be mastered just by studying theory. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. Imagine you want to learn how to ride a bicycle. Can you become a good cyclist just by reading books about cycling? If you study the mechanics of how a bicycle works, learn about balance, and even watch videos of people riding, will that be enough? No, the only way to truly learn is by actually getting on the bike, practicing, and experiencing the process yourself. At first, you will struggle. You might fall a few times, feel scared, and even want to give up. But the more you practice, the better your balance gets. Soon, you can ride without thinking too much about it. After some time, riding a bike becomes natural and automatic. This is exactly how English works. You don't learn a language by just studying it, you learn it by using it. You need to listen, speak, read, and write actively every day. Many learners focus too much on grammar rules. They think that if they just perfect their grammar, they will become fluent. But this is a mistake. While grammar is important, it should not be the main focus of your learning. Think about how children learn their native language. Do they start by learning grammar rules? No, they learn by listening, imitating, and speaking. Grammar comes naturally over time. If you focus only on grammar, you will struggle to speak fluently because you will always be thinking, is this sentence correct? Instead of just expressing yourself. Instead of treating English like a subject to be studied, treat it like a skill to be practiced. The best way to improve is to immerse yourself in the language. Listen to English every day through podcasts, movies, songs, and news. Speak English as much as possible and don't be afraid of mistakes. Read books, articles, and blogs to learn words in context rather than through memorization. Write in English, keep a journal, write comments on social media, or even start a blog. The key is to make English a part of your daily life. The more you expose yourself to the language, the faster you will improve. Let me tell you about Maria, a university student from Brazil. Maria spent 10 years studying English in school, learning grammar rules, memorizing vocabulary lists, and taking exams. But when she tried to speak with native English speakers, she couldn't form sentences quickly. She felt frustrated and thought, maybe I'm just bad at English. One day, Maria decided to change her method. Instead of focusing on textbooks and grammar exercises, she started watching English TV shows without subtitles, listening to English podcasts, and reading novels. She also found an online speaking partner and practiced talking for 15 minutes every day. At first, it was difficult. She made mistakes and sometimes struggled to find words, but she kept going. After 6 months, Maria noticed a huge improvement. She could speak more confidently, understand conversations better, and think in English without translating. Maria's success came because she stopped studying English like a school subject and started using it like a real language. If you want to become fluent in English, stop treating it like a difficult school subject and start treating it like a skill. Use English every day, make mistakes, and keep practicing. Just like riding a bicycle, the more you practice, the better you will get. Remember, fluency is not about knowing every grammar rule, it's about communicating with confidence. So, get out there and start using English today. The best way to learn English is to follow the 4 pillars of language learning: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. These 4 skills work together to help you become fluent and confident in English. Listening is the key to understanding spoken English. To improve, you should listen to English every single day. Start with slow English and gradually move to natural speed conversations. Watching English movies, listening to podcasts, and following YouTube channels can help you get used to the rhythm of the language. Using subtitles at first is fine, but try to remove them over time. For example, John, an English learner from Japan, listened to English news for 30 minutes daily. At first, it was difficult, but after 6 months, he could understand conversations much better. Speaking is one of the most challenging skills, but you must overcome the fear and start talking. Even if you have no one to talk to, practice speaking out loud every day. You can talk to yourself in the mirror or record yourself speaking. Joining English conversation groups or finding a speaking partner is also helpful. Sarah, from Brazil, was very afraid to speak English. She started by talking to herself while cooking, describing what she was doing in English. After 3 months of this daily practice, she became much more confident and started having conversations with others without fear. Reading helps you build vocabulary and understand sentence structures naturally. To improve your reading skills, start with simple English books, news articles, and blogs. Instead of memorizing words, learn them in context by seeing how they are used in real sentences. By focusing on these 4 pillars: listening, speaking, reading, and writing, you will build a strong foundation for learning English. The secret is to practice consistently and immerse yourself in the language as much as possible. So learning English is not about studying hard, it's about learning smart. If you use the right methods, immerse yourself in the language, and practice consistently, you will become fluent. Think about your future. Imagine yourself traveling, making new friends, getting a better job, or even watching movies without subtitles. This future is possible, but only if you take action today. If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. I will learn English. Let's make this journey together, and I'll see you in the next lesson.